Hello geometers, and welcome to the video lesson on how to construct a triangle and its centroid, and I am going to do this using this particular example here. Now, as you can see in these list of problems, they're asking you to construct a particular triangle, and then its incenter, and then its circumcenter. I'm not going to talk too much about these particular centers. I'm going to focus first on creating the triangle. If you want to make these particular centers, incenter, circumcenter, or the centroid, you should look at the notes on the definition of what these centers are. I'm going to focus again on constructing a triangle without having to do a bunch of trial and error. So the way to approach this is to start out. I like to make the largest length first. You certainly do not have to, but I like to start off with that first because that's a little bit more difficult to make when you do it later. So this length here is 10 centimeters. Okay. Now I'm going to make a length that is 7 centimeters. And the difficulty with this is there's so many different options. You could put it here or over here. So in fact, there are an infinite number of possibilities. So we are going to capture the infinite by using a circle. So I'm going to set my compass up here, and I am going to set the size of the compass, or the radius of the circle essentially, to be exactly 7 centimeters. Okay. So take out my compass and just rest it here onto my ruler here, and just make any adjustments I need in order to get it to be exactly 7 centimeters. Use one of the endpoints here as my center of the circle, and I don't really need to make a full circle, just a partial one is enough. Okay. Now again, the beautiful thing about this is every single line segment drawn between this endpoint and the circle will be exactly 7 centimeters. And I'm going to need to make another side length to this triangle with a length of 4 centimeters. So same thing, put my compass onto the ruler, adjust this down to 4 centimeters, and then draw the other length. Draw the other circle, this time with the center at the other endpoint. And again, it doesn't have to be a full circle. A partial one is enough. And I'm just going to highlight this a little bit so that you could, it's not a great picture, but you could see that anything from the endpoint to the blue circle is going to be exactly 4 centimeters because we made it that way. I'm just going to clean this up a little bit. Okay. So that means that this point right here, where the two circles intersect, that's where we should make our side lengths. So set up our ruler. Side length number 1. We know that this is 6 centimeters. No, what am I saying? That's 7 centimeters. And side length number 2. This is 4 centimeters. Okay. So there I have it. The triangle is made. Now let's talk about the centroid. Okay. So remember, the centroid is the concurrency or the intersection of 3 medians. Okay. It is the concurrency of different medians. And medians are simple to find. You just have to, again, you have to know your definitions. But a median is from one midpoint to the other vertex of the triangle. So this length here is 10, so I mark something off here at 5. And I'll put congruent marks here so that whoever reads this knows that my intention is for them to be congruent, even if my results may not be perfect. I'm going to measure this. This is 7 centimeters, so the halfway point here is 3.5. 2 tick marks. Okay. Then join them to the other side. And now, if we've done these measurements correctly, that should be our centroid, and there should be really no need to do anything else. But I'm just going to check just to make sure that what we have is truly accurate. So that's 2. And if I try to draw this one, and my measurements have been accurate, it should join up with the others. Oops. Just like that. Okay. My hand slipped a little bit there. But this right here, we'll call that Q, and that is the centroid. You don't have to call it Q, you can name whatever you want, but the fact is that is the centroid. Okay. So for all these problems, use the method that I just described to make the triangle, and then look into your definitions to see how to find these particular centers. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day.